Bill Haney has been floating his son Devin Haney's name as a potential opponent for Jaron "Boots" Ennis.
But I'll tell you one thing is, you let him know and let his fans know that if Debo comes up and give him an opportunity, it will be his biggest and best opportunity. But right now, will fighting him get us that belt? When we talk about impossible, now we want Devin, I call him Superman on the low. We want him to go and do the impossible. When you talk about Jaron and Boots Ennis, well, you talk about something that's extremely difficult.
And if the pieces fall into place, this could reshape the entire landscape at 147 and beyond.
Let's leave that up to Jaron, Boots Ennis, and his team. They said that they can do it. Well, listen, let's see if they're going to stand on it, huh? Because they said that they were going to be undisputed at 147 pounds too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? He left some work and some unfinished business that we're tending to. So let him tend to his new business, and then we can all do good business, hopefully, later on.
But not everyone sees this as a fight worth chasing, and Timothy Bradley is warning Bill Haney to steer clear. He believes Boots is a dangerous stylistic mismatch for Devin, arguing that Team Haney would be making a mistake by treating him like an easy target. That alone makes the matchup far more dangerous than Team Haney may realize.
I don't think that's smart, Bill. Look, don't bite off more than you can chew, big dog. You thinking Boots is soft, man. You thinking Boots is easy work, man. I promise you, man. I'm telling you, that's a bad style matchup for freaking Devin Haney, man. For real. Yeah, y'all worried about the reason why y'all ain't fought damn Ryan Garcia is because y'all think he on that dinosaur meat. Yeah, y'all think he on that dinosaur meat, so that's why y'all ain't stepped in there and fought him. Shit, boy, when you fight Boots, shit.
Bradley places Boots among the most athletic and powerful fighters spanning welterweight to junior middleweight. His forecast has Boots not just matching Haney's pace, but eventually breaking him down entirely, closing things out with a stoppage.
Oh, you ain't up against no dinosaur meat, but you up against one of the athletic, strongest dudes at 147 from 147 to 154 pounds, man. For real. Yeah, you in there with a real one, dog, for real. He gonna be coming all night long. He can match his output, all of that, man. He a lot longer than Dev. Yeah, Dev is smart. Yeah, oh yeah. Dev is more calculated with his approach. Yeah, he will have some success. But he gonna get his ass chopped up and chopped down and Philly walked. That's what he gonna get. He gonna get his ass Philly walked down. Philly gonna run straight through Devin's ass.
When it comes to Haney's defensive reputation, Bradley isn't convinced it survives this test. While he tips his hat to the so-called spiderweb defense, he doesn't see Boots getting tangled in it, arguing instead that fast, heavy combinations would dismantle it and get the job done decisively.
You know what I'm saying? And in the back end, he did damn good too. You know what I mean? He couldn't get it past that damn spider web that you do, Deb. You got that damn spider web defense, boy. Ooh, you tie him the hell up, boy. Damn. But yeah, you ain't gonna be able to do that with Boots, man. Boots gonna let them hands fly, man, from where they are. He ain't gonna fall in on your ass either. He gonna throw them combinations, boy. Them mugs gonna be fast and hard, bro. You gonna think he on that shit. After the fight, you gonna think he on that shit for sure. Anyways, man, I'm Tim Desert Storm Bradley. Yeah, man, all the Devin fans, come in the comment section. It is what it is. I know what y'all gonna say.
Turning to the business side of things, Bill Haney reveals there was serious financial muscle behind the proposed fight, with major stakeholders like Turki Al-Sheikh reportedly ready to back the deal. Despite that kind of backing rarely coming together, the whole thing stalled out because the opposing camp simply wouldn't agree to the terms being presented at the table.
Speak to Bozy, the money was on the table and it had Arab on it. So I mean, I didn't need to speak to anybody else. I mean, they wanted the fight to happen. We're talking listen. We're talking about Turki. We're talking about Turki Al-Sheikh, and we're talking about Dr. Khan. We're talking about all the super bad big guys that's paying for these fights. You know what I mean? They had the fight on the table. We agreed to it, and they didn't.
To Bill, when a genuinely lucrative opportunity gets turned down, that's ducking, no matter how it gets spun publicly. He remains firm on Devin's stance, insisting the focus stays on major, meaningful fights, and in his eyes, Boots isn't just another name, he's the single biggest opponent the entire division currently has to offer.
So you're basically saying that Boots is ducking Devin. That's just straight up what it is. That's what you're saying.
I mean, See, I know how we do it in Oakland when the millions is on the table, and when we go somewhere else and we don't pick up none, then I think we ducked getting the ones that we passed on. You know, now if you got an opportunity to go check some more money, then that's one thing. But, I mean, saying, is Devin the biggest fight for Boots in the entire world?
Behind the scenes of this matchup, Boots is finally clearing the air. He pushed back hard on Devin Haney's version of events, disputing the claim that he had offered Haney a fight at 152. According to Boots, that's simply not how it went down.
So you explained that Virgil Ortiz incident, but who else do you think that's out there, a fighter that painted a false narrative, lying to either interviewers or social media?
I feel like there'd be a lot of stuff going. Like I'd be saying, I'd be like, "Are you crazy?" Even with I think the Devin situation. He said I called and they had to fight for what 52 or something like that. I called him to fight him at 52 or something like that.
Did he say that on our show?
I
know he was saying who.
I don't know.
He was saying who's Boots though. On our show he said who Boots, but I don't think he mentioned a weight though. But
yeah,
what do you
think I heard him say something about. Yeah, I offered to fight at 52. That's not what happened.
Yeah, they said, are you guys open to doing a Boots fight? I said 100%. At 147, Boots' team came back with, they wanted to do it at 152. I want to do 152. I never even fought at 147 yet. I said, no, if you come down to 147, we can do the fight.
Once Boots committed to moving up in weight, Haney's camp circled back with the same 152-pound offer, and this time Boots agreed, noting he could have made that number even before moving to 154. But then came silence. No follow-up from the other side, yet somehow Boots was tagged as the one avoiding the fight.
After I had decided to move up, after everything was going on, I decided to move up and, move to 54. We get a call back a couple days later. He like, me and my team, they like, yo, would you fight Devin at 152? I said, yeah. I'm like, I ain't fighting 54 yet. I can make 52. Like, I'm like, yeah, why not? I'm like, yeah, we never heard nothing back after that. And that's another thing. People be painting these false narratives and saying that I ducked this person. How I ducked him?
Right.
I said, yeah, but y'all don't know that because y'all don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Boots pointed to a pattern of fighters invoking his name to stir controversy, banking on the assumption that he'll stay quiet rather than push back. Now, he's flipping that script, laying out his side, and making it clear he's ready to step in against anyone.
So do you think that people, sometimes these fighters will say that just to create that narrative that he didn't want to fight me?
That, and I think people be using, I think people be using my name because they know they think I'm not gonna say that. But now I feel like they gonna watch themselves. So.
Yeah. Now you gonna start saying what you feel.
Bro,
anybody you want to air out?
I see them. I see them.
See, you still quiet.
Yeah, I'm quiet. Because I don't really be trying to talk to them. That's really ain't me. But like, they crazy.
Greg Hackett is firing back at Team Haney over the ducking accusations aimed at Boots. His take is that the fight simply doesn't make sense for Boots, since critics could dismiss a win as beating someone too small or lacking power. Hackett argues Boots needs a higher profile opponent to earn more respect.
What did Devin Haney have to give for Boots? It was no game. And everybody always say, he need a name. Yeah, but guess what y'all gonna say when he do it? He little, he pillow fisted. He's too small, so why would he chase down Devin Haney? It don't make sense. Boots need a win like Yo-Yo. Boots need a win like Janabek. Boots need wins like that. Those are the wins that people gonna go crazy over.
Those are the
you
wins.
beat Devin Haney, they gonna say you too small. You beat Fundora, you good. You beat Virgil, you good.
The conversation turns to Devin Haney's speed and footwork against Boots' more versatile arsenal. The bigger question raised is how Haney would hold up under pressure, particularly against bodywork, and whether the jump to a higher weight class would take a physical toll.
When you put them two in the ring, you're gonna see the difference. Devin Haney is fast, he's quick on his feet, beautiful jab, all of that. And Boots do a little bit of everything. That's a fight that it wouldn't be. How confident would Devin Haney be in that fight? How confident would he be? After taking a few body shots, how confident would he be? After somebody stepping to him like, and treating him like he not shit, how confident would he be? How confident would he be with the 10-ounce gloves on? How confident would he be with the new body?
The hypothetical has Boots starting things off in a more measured, technical style before eventually catching up to Haney around round 6. with a stoppage potentially coming in the later rounds. The idea is that Boots would gradually apply more pressure by creating openings needed to close the show decisively.
I mean, I could see it being a good speed match. I could see Boots realizing that, you know, he got to go in there and keep it kind of amateurish as far as style in the beginning. And, you know, once, I can see Devin Haney using it to his advantage as far as the speed for a little. But Boots would catch up to him like in the 5th, 6th round. I'd probably say 6th round, he'd catch up to him. And by catch up to him, I mean like really put hands on him. And then probably stop him like in the 9th, 10th round.
Okoye points out that while Devin Haney is disciplined and well-conditioned for movement, his approach leans heavily on a scripted game plan. Boots, on the other hand, brings more versatility, size, and the ability to adjust mid-fight, a combination expected to wear Haney down as the rounds go on.
What does that fight look like, stylistically?
If they were to fight, you know what I mean, stylistically, it would behoove Dev to stay on his bicycle and move a little bit in the early rounds, right? So I think it's like, it's hunting season if they fought, in my opinion, because I think Dev would have to stay on his bike for the whole fight. I think he is conditioned enough to do that, meaning like he will be able to move around. He's not gonna get tired of moving because Dev is always in good condition, and he got a good jab. I think Boots is just a little bit too big and too versatile for him. So over time, after he wears down after like 6, 7 rounds, I think once it becomes an actual fight, Dev would be in trouble. And if you see a trend with Dev, like
addressing Karen Chukagian's movement as a potential blueprint for beating Boots, Okoye's breakdown pushes back on that idea. Surviving and winning aren't the same thing, and while Haney has the heart and legs to go the distance, he's missing the power and offensive edge needed to actually deter or dominate Boots.
It's a difference between surviving for 12 rounds and like finish. If your goal is just to finish the fight, oh, Dev could definitely finish the fight 12 rounds. I think he got enough heart and enough movement ability to do that. But can you win, like make substantial gains and, you know, actually outland Boots significantly while moving backwards and moving around? You're not gonna hit him with anything that's gonna matter, number one, and number two, you're not gonna outpunch him while moving around at the same time. So it's not like Boots was a bull and Karen was the matador, you know what I mean? Karen was moving and surviving for those, and he lost.
The fight appears unlikely to materialize. The take here is that Bill Haney's talk is more calculated marketing than a genuine career move. Team Haney likely knows exactly what kind of stylistic nightmare this matchup represents, making it an unlikely fight despite all the buzz their promotion has stirred up.
Him and Boots, I really don't think they're gonna fight. I think he knows that it's a mismatch. And you know, and I don't mean like he thinks that you know, his son don't have a shot, because he start talking about like how on Cameron's show he start talking about how you know, Boots' kryptonite is a boxer and so on. So I know he thinks that they have a game plan if it were to occur, but I don't think he has any intentions on really making that real, to be honest with you. I really don't, and that's just smart on his part. That wouldn't be the tree I was barking up right now either. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. I don't think there's real legs on that, to be honest with you.
Bernie isn't buying the idea that Haney would be Boots' toughest test at all. He makes his disbelief crystal clear, bluntly stating the two fighters aren't even operating on the same tier skill-wise. Without hesitation, he doubles down on his prediction, insisting Boots would completely dismantle Haney and leave no real debate about who the better fighter is.
And I agree with that, but I actually think Boots' toughest fight sometime down the line will be Devin Haney. What do you think about that?
No.
So I'm just wrong. I'm just wrong all night, huh? No. I'm just wrong again.
No, Devin Haney, no.
Why not?
He smoked Devin.
He's just not on the same level, pretty much?
He'll smoke Devin.
Wow. Okay.
He'll smoke Devin.
Okay.
He'll smoke Devin. He'll smoke Devin. He gonna box the shit out of Devin.
Breaking down why he sees it as such a lopsided matchup, Bernie points to Boots having faster, sharper, and more effective hands. He also notes that Boots thrives on the inside, where Haney struggles to operate comfortably. He questions whether Haney has enough power to threaten Boots and suggests Haney may be undersized for the division.
He got faster hands than Devin. He throw quicker punches. He a little taller. Probably Devin got long arms though, but he'll smoke Devin. He'll smoke Devin. He start putting the beast down on Devin. Devin not an inside fighter. He can fight on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Devin punched hard enough. He'll smoke Devin. Yeah. I think he punched good like he did.
Coach Reg doesn't mince words on this one, suggesting that anyone claiming Haney actually has the style to beat Ennis is either chasing attention. In his view, that take simply doesn't hold up under any real analysis, and he's quick to call it out as more noise than substance whenever it resurfaces in the conversation surrounding this potential matchup.
I like Devin. I'm a Devin fan. I don't think the timeline would have match. First of all, it won't be some. Does he get credit? No. You don't. Nobody's going to say that they thought Devin was going to beat Boots. Nobody's going to say that.
You got people in the comments that feel like Devin has the style to beat Boots.
Who says that? Who? The only people that said that is the people that just want attention. Like, come on. The only people that said that is the people that want attention.
Coach Reg points to Ennis's clear physical size advantage as a major factor working against Haney from the start. He argues Ennis presents a stylistic threat capable of completely negating Haney's technical boxing skills, stripping away the very tools Haney would typically rely on and keep a fight competitive on his terms.
If somebody doesn't necessarily know what they're looking at, explain it. Explain why Boots is bad for Devin.
For one, he's bigger than that. So that's one of the reasons why he's not going to get no credit. For two, again, nobody's expecting Dev to come close to beating Boots. Nobody. Who? Again, besides the boxing page that wants attention, who says, well, I think Dev can beat Boots, only to start a conversation so you can have.
Coach Reg views this potential fight as nothing short of a trap for Haney. He warns it could end up being a career-defining mistake, one with the real potential to derail everything Haney has built so far rather than elevate his standing within the sport the way the matchup is currently being sold.
And then they rumble.
Wow. Bill was good at what he did. I like Bill. He's a great talker. He's great at what he does. But is it really worth Dev's career? Because you gotta, that's how you gotta look at it. Putting his career on the line.
So you think that fight could potentially be career-ending?
Oh, absolutely.
Johnny Ortiz is issuing his own blunt warning to Devin Haney, urging him to steer clear of this matchup entirely if he values his career. His concern goes beyond simply losing a tough fight. He genuinely believes this represents a dangerous mismatch where Haney could end up seriously hurt in the ring over the course of 12 rounds.
I don't see Devin Haney moving up to fight Boots. I just don't see it. They know. They don't want Debo to be in the hospital. He's gonna feel like he got hit by a brick by Greg. I don't see it. I like the Haneys, but I think Bill is smart. Bill know how to use the media. He use y'all, wrap up, get rotations, get people talking, but I don't see it happening. But I would, on his mind, he's a smart dude.
It seems like first,
Ortiz lays out exactly how he sees this fight unfolding, arguing that Boots' blend of speed, power, and inside fighting ability would ultimately prove far too much for Haney to manage once things heat up. According to his analysis, there simply wouldn't be a comfortable range of the fight where Haney could find consistent success.
If it were to happen stylistically, how would it look?
Boots would stop that. There's nothing I can see that be like, how does this be a tough fight? If Dad run around, he ain't gonna be able to keep away because Boots is just as fast, probably, and I think he got faster even hand speed than Dad. Way stronger, more explosive, better inside fighter. I think Devin's smart and likes to stick to his game plan, but it's gonna be too much.
Some people feel like since Karen Chikazan was able to have success with movement, and they consider Dev to be a much better fighter.
Asked directly what he'd advise if he were the one calling the shots for Haney, he didn't hesitate for a second. He'd avoid this fight altogether. In his assessment, there's no tactical advantage anywhere in that ring for Haney to realistically exploit against Boots. making it a fight with far more downside risk than any potential reward on the table.
You just gotta, if I was a manager handling him, I already straight said it. I'd stay far, if I was someone, I'd stay far away from Boots. No, there's no advantages there. There's just no advantages that I can see. Like, nothing, not even the measurables. You don't got longer arms than Boots. That's why I was like, he's not faster. He's not more explosive. The only thing he does is like Boots. You know, Boots will get riled up, and you know he'll try to get him out of here and stuff like that. I think Dev is more cautious.
This is a storyline that's far from finished, and the next move could change everything. The pressure is mounting on both sides to make a decision. Keep an eye on how this develops, because the moment either side makes a real move, you'll want to be here for it. If you don't want to miss when this story breaks wide open, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this one's just getting started.